So we can skip through some stuff. We don't need to listen to everything.
Mainlander who just got here.
Yeah.
Better watch yourself, because this island sees and hears everything you do. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor. It's a tale of greed, blood, and vengeance.
Sounds interesting. I'd like to hear it.
I thought you might say that. My family, it was lumber, the islands. Ah, but now our story takes with the stranger's head.
I get it. I'm the stranger and you need my help. Fine, but you'd better make this worth my time.
Don't worry about that. One thing adult... Now, on to the first chap. Petey he was out foraging, and of course, those feral...
If you... Yep. Those take care of those.
Good. It's long past time those shamblers paid for what they did to Petey.
There we go. Oh, there was some note over here. We might as well read that one while we're here. Read. Not sure it actually is anything.
Hi there.
Precisely.
The fog doesn't get
Pay the doctor a visit.
Fresh shipment. All your medical and food needs. Is that your loved ones?
You another vulture circling over Andre's body? He ain't dead. Wait. No. It's a mainlander. Well, welcome to my little clinic. If you need doctoring, speak up. I wish I had time for some proper conversation, but work's never done.
But you talk with.
Poor Andre's my patient over there. He spent too long a spell in the fog. You may think you know your mainland radiation poisoning, but we got our own special brand here.
I know a few things about medicine. Can I try to help him?
You say...
Blatantly lying.
You? Help? Well, poor Andre's got it bad. Good as dead. But I'll be watching you.
Yep. Oh, watch this.
Let's take a look.
Well, I'll be... I think you may have done it. I'll keep looking after Andre. But I think thanks to you...
After digging through the universe...
He's got a fighting chance.
Teddy.
Need some doctoring?
Yeah.
I need some medical attention.
Well, speak up. What's ailing you?
What suit?
Just hurt all over.
You mean my... Yeah, my... that's true. I have a Voltec lab coat. Do you mean that one? Or... Well, I have a lot of
now, was there
gear,
anything
as
else
usual.
bothering you?
Actually, never mind, Doc.
What?
Reginald suit. Do you mean that one? I think I left that one at home, or? Oh no, Reginald suit I have. That's just charisma. I don't need charisma. I have, well, not necessarily plenty of charisma, but fair amount, 11. So yeah.
Food, stim packs, fully stocked.
Perhaps you mean
Brooks
in general.
is an Homelander too, and a synth.
Is that a good idea? We should just see. 45. Yeah. Vault suit. I have a Voltec lab coat. No Vault suit. I'm not carrying. I have plenty of them. yeah, lab coat. Yes. Yeah, and that's 2 intelligence. That's true. And then I would have 8. Yeah. True. Now I use the serum instead, so that's a waste. I didn't use all of it, I hope. I don't even know if... No, just one of them. But... I was
Whatever
going
that
to
is.
buy some
How
stuff.
can the bait shop help you?
Yeah, precisely. Too late.
Let's barter.
Happily.
We take some or all of your purified water. And then we can sell up some of these. And a couple of frags. There we go. Good enough. Not bothering me, but I might not always be paying attention. Should check the soup portion first. Nothing there. By the way, rad resist, baked blowfly, yay! Precisely what I needed. Oh. Deal with that. Then we pick up Longfellow again. Speaking of which, we should also prep this one. No. There we go.
Ah, Tink didn't mean anything by it, Mitch. I swear.
Oh, and by the way, you should also read that one.
Captain Avery said you can get me to Acadia.
Heard there was a scuffle out there. You get your hands dirty? I'm done leading people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Well, I did last 5 minutes, but then the game crashed, so...
Can you tell me about Acadia?
Strange folk like they call themselves synths. Seems to me they just want to be left alone, to live their life in peace. They've done some good turns for us islanders. The fog condensers, most especially, wouldn't even be a Far Harbor left without those.
What's a fog condenser?
The condensers? They're a tricky bit of science. They keep the fog away. Powered by the wind farm, the synth fellows got up and running. Us islanders don't particularly like being obligated to them.
No, we ended up in a totally different conversation.
Some parents are worried about their only daughter.
Because
She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia, there's always a story. Yours worth dying over, huh?
This girl's all her family has. You'd have to be a real wretch not to give a damn.
Bah. This goes against all reason. But I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me. Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy.
Sure.
You stock up on your necessities, Rad X and the like. And then the real work can begin.
Should I make any other preparations?
Ammo, stim packs, maybe a rocket or three. Worse than Mirelurks out there.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me.
Let's go. Yep. Hi ho, let's go. No, don't sit down, Nick. We are off. Off to the races. Hopefully without a crash this time. Because I want to go to sleep just to save this.
You might want to take this road. Taste foul, but it'll help. We need to move through the main. Old mountain trail will work. The fog ain't like nothing we've seen coming. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need. Tracks, fresh ones. Trappers ahead. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down if you want to live.
Oh, thanks for the advice. My bullets will start flying first, I think. Nice shot. The dude with the harpoon rifle is still alive though.
You're not half bad, Scrap.
No.
I'd have to take care of the bottle. Might just make the bottle.
Half good. Hey, Nick.
See what
Grab
I can
anything
do.
useful.
Rappers were mean to begin with.
We should have some bloat fly. No, I didn't ask for advice. I just said that no. I don't always pay attention to what you say, anyhow. And sometimes too late, on the other hand. So. Oh, level up. Wait a minute. That might actually be useful out here. We should see. We already have lead band. We also have aqua ball. Red resistant. Can I take that one? Yes, I can. After all, I'm on level 70. He should have gained some red resistance by now. Hey, don't run away. Don't be... He's in such a hurry. Old Longfellow. Flares. I still don't have a flare gun with me. I have plenty of flares, but no flare gun. Oh, wait. Red stag. Thank you. Yay, purified water. Thank you. Hey, bobby pins. And more bobby pins. Hey. Where did you go then? Well, I'm not sure where he went. There he went. Oh, I guess this way a ton? No, only 0.2. That was decent, but the harpoon gun weighs plenty, so forget about it. No. Anything else interesting up here? My guess is that I'm about to become over-encumbered any second now. That's usually how it goes. Okay. So we are heading west. That's true. Good. You seem to know your ways. You seem to know where west is, at least.
Here's the mountain trail. Stick to this and we'll make it to a cave. Steam trails crisscross the road, so don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with.
Should see something interesting. No. There's Nick, and here we are. Okay, mountain trail, or whatever he said. Still a lot of radiation. Do I actually need to take Rad-X then? I might as well. I guess might as well get used to it. No advice on Far Harbor. Well, you probably have seen someone play it at least. Oh. Legendary wolf. Where did he go? There he is. There we go. Going to kill it anytime soon, or I thought you were the tough guy. You are poisonous synth chest piece. No. Yeah. By the way, I'm not used to the plant life either here, so okay.
Stick to the deep fog. Lest we steer clear, but you never know.
By the way, as the nights grows longer, I guess my 141. Oh, switch to this one for the moment because we are still not. No, it's only 9 o'clock in the evening. Just need to check out the scope on it. Yeah, seems to work. I hope you know what you're doing. Oops.
A young lad, no higher than you and me. The whole island is covered in fog. The fog eventually rolls back. People resettle. They got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this happened before.
Okay, you seem to be pretty careless. Okay, where are we now? Please tell me. That's probably something we need. Where are we actually? How far have we traveled? We have traveled a wee bit. Yeah, that's true. National Park Campground. that's where we are heading. No, well, not we, but for... Oh, by the way, we should turn off these ones. Oh, there we go. Turn on that one, that one. Yeah, the campgrounds. There are ghouls here that we should take care of.
Small walkers, the ones in these parts, fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of
Okay, gulpers. You got it. You're dangerous. Ghouls. Fog ghoul. That sounds bad. Shouldn't be wasting this.
fresh.
Shouldn't be wasting that ammo. Ghouls. At least not these kinds of ghouls. Where the hell did I go? Probably nothing out of the ordinary. I hope Nick is here. It sounds like that. Yeah, there he is. Oh, even more rats. Crap.
Hold there.
We're sucking down a lot of rats sticking around here.
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rat worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers. Started off as pests. Now they're more like a menace.
Do not
okay.
sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes. Beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
All right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land blanketed beneath sacred fog. A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
I think not.
On second thought, I'm good.
So be it. But I would be mindful where you step. After all, you are in Adam's kingdom now.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move.
Up ahead, the air is clean. No fog.
Oh, thank you.
It's not too far now.
That's about time. Where did you go? There you are. Let's just check this place out. After all, there is always time to loot, isn't there? 50 cal, carrying too much. We can deal with that somehow, can't we? We can, we should see. I have probably some problems. I'm parched. Oh, okay. That was not much of a problem. But we might as well drink a little bit then. Can, by the way, drink Coca-Cola. There we go. There we go. Arcadia. Yay!
And we've arrived.
Yeah.
Arcadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
Yeah, try to keep that in mind.
Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right. But I'm serious about the offer.
Yeah.
You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together? I could think of worse things to do.
Yeah. We're both hunters after all, so. But I stick with Nick for the moment, I think. Pom 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 pom. Just scoping out the neighborhood. Oh, perhaps we should sleep. Just as a precaution. Partly due to what might happen in there. Also partly because what just happened a while ago when the game crashed. So I think I will drop asleep. Drop a save. Just 1 hour. Power nap. Tired from lack of sleep. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you kindly. This is some kind of observatorium, apparently. Interesting.
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that goes.
Yeah, sure. Here we have even more stuff. Well, not that much stuff, actually. Just junk. So, Arcadia. Now we are at least one step closer to why we actually came here. Finding Kasumi? Was that her name? I don't even remember. But yeah, I think it was Kasumi. And by one step closer, I mean, yeah, it might still be 79 steps left or something like that, who knows. Even more locked doors.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
We're not answering any more questions until you play straight with us. Just who the hell are you, really? There's only one synth with that kind of face and a mind of his own. And I only see him when I look in a mirror.
Nick. It can't be you.
Don't give me that. What are you trying to pull? I've never seen you before in my life.
Please, if you're willing to give me a chance, I can explain.
Is this a joke? Do you really know Nick?
Let me tell you what I know, and you can judge for yourself. We were prototypes, Nick. The first synths capable of independent thinking and judgment.
Keep talking.
One of the Institute's experiments had to do with how our brains could process personality. If we could handle individualized feelings and behaviors, I was allowed to develop mine based on experience. But with you, they wanted to try transferring an entire personality into you. It took several attempts before the personality imprint worked. I saw you wake up not knowing who or what you were so many times. I couldn't let them do it to you anymore. We were the only two prototypes they made. I literally saw myself in you. You were my brother, Nick. I helped you escape the Institute. We left together.
If I were your brother, I'd remember.
That's where you'd be wrong. This happened over a century ago. There's only so much memory that can fit into the prototype brains we have.
I've heard enough. I think you and I need to talk about this. Maybe not now, though.
Nick, is he really your brother?
If he is, it's news to me. Can synths even be related? Just because we're from the same assembly line, does that make us family? I gotta think about this.
Is it really possible that you wouldn't remember any of this?
You mean between the Institute failsafes, the beatings I've taken over the years, and plain old age? Or are you buying this whole "there's only so much room up there" argument? I don't know. It's not like we've got the instruction manual.
We need to get back to why we're here. Kasumi Nakano.
Nick, I don't need you to believe me. I'm just glad to see you again. Whenever you're ready, I'll be here. Now, about young Kasumi. It's important that you understand exactly why she's here. I asked you before if you think she's really a synth. If you could indulge me with an answer.
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these, or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
Help defend the slog. Yeah, that would be hard.
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs. Holes in someone's memory. Feelings of unexplained isolation. Odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
Good question.
No, but if I squint real hard in the mirror, sometimes I look like someone else.
I'm afraid when I try that trick, nothing really changes. I know it might seem impossible that you could be a synth, but tell me, what's the first thing you can remember?
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the
Sounds
only
like a
survivor.
typical
No memories before
synth
then.
memory.
Just a single day, and then waking up alone. We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi. She's usually working down below. Is there anything else you need from me?
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave.
Yeah, that's true. The railroad stuff.
Sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. I've been doing that ever since. Was there anything else?
I'm part of a group that helps synths. The railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is. The risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life,
Are you saying you don't want the railroad's help?
it's not about that. It's about how you've let fear blind your cause.
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
Tell me more about this place. Arcadia.
All I want is to bring as many synths here as I can, and give them a chance to know what they really are. To embrace it. Beyond that, we just want to live in peace. I don't have any grand plans for expansion. Just existing as we are now is enough. Was there anything else?
So everyone here in Acadia is a synth?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps you were in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Help the synths. Even more stuff to do. Did they actually unlock a door over there? Seems like that.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
There's nothing you need to be concerned about.
It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the world's problems. Certainly not all at once.
Dearest Faraday, relax. All will be fine.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserve to be safe, just like everyone else.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that as well. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others. He never stops to think of himself. Sometimes I worry about... well, if I wasn't here to make sure his equipment is all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
You do all this work yourself?
Mostly, yes. I get help from the others when I can. But no one else
I
really
guess that I
understands Dima
need
the
to
way
go
I
out
do.
and fix some fog condensers.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here. So, does this sound like something you could handle?
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Sure thing, Faraday. I'll get the drives for you.
Thank you. I really do
I'm a
appreciate
tough
it.
cookie. I'm a tough cookie. Perhaps not. We will notice. So, this was the entrance, or...
You tracked Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quiet.
This was the entrance, yes. Yeah, sorry.
Hi.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
So you're saying you could have done a better job of it? Didn't know it was a competition?
Yes, absolutely. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is.
She's
if you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
Not that much experience.
That depends on what you need me to do.
That's fair. If I were in your place, I would want as much data as possible. We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Well, that should be doable, I guess. Arrival, data recovery. So, do you perchance have anywhere to sleep here? And eat and drink? Well, drink we found water, so that's a good start. We found water. Look, working monitors. Cool. Plenty of them. Master lock. That's not easy. Oh, that's
yes?
fine. No. Oh, wait. Okay.
Yes?
Tell me about yourself, Faraday.
Me? I don't know why you'd care. I escaped the Institute, just like others here. Never had my mind wiped, thankfully. I like to think I came along right when Demon needed me. I found him before all this, before Acadia. He needed my help, though he refused to admit it. He's always been stubborn like that. Anyway, I've been by his side ever since, making sure he has everything he needs.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay.
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, blah blah. Yada. Oh, bed. Owned. Blah. We can scavenge the place later if we need to.
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
It's kind of beautiful in its own way.
That's refreshing. Most don't view it the same. I'm glad someone else can see it. This island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem isn't what it once was, but it has adapted, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
That sounds like a noble goal.
Well, thank you. I wish more shared the sentiment. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance should you require it.
Oh,
Since
good
Dima
to
has
know.
approved of you, I'm more than willing to offer help.
But currently, I don't.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
It was
That
originally a
much of a
place
help.
of science. I like that about it. Feels like home in a way. I don't mean the Institute when I say home. More that, I don't know, that abstract feeling of belonging someplace. We all belong here, in our own way. Dima's to be thanked for that.
Yep. Okay, just walk away. If that's what you want.
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
I came here looking for Kasumi.
Oh, isn't that sweet of you? That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. Little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you. It all gets easier to deal with when you realize none of it matters. What you are, where you came from, let go of all that, and life gets simple.
Yeah, I hear you.
Is that so? Huh. Most of the chumps here act like I'm out of my gourd. Good to know someone else sees it my way. Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy to make a good deal. Let me know if you need something. I probably won't have it, but let me know anyway.
I'll take a look, sure.
You never know, I might actually have something useful.
Well, wasn't much of a salesman, at least, but he had something. Some heavy leather stuff. Recon Marine chest piece. Yep. Assault Marine armor. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. A fair bit of stuff. At least I don't care about that now. However, deal with that later if needed. Okay. Well,
Need something?
No. Sorry, I won't disturb you any further.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Is there a problem with my being here?
Maybe. Maybe not. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
You can relax. I'm not a threat.
Just don't cause any trouble.
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting, but it means there's hope, right?
That's a good attitude. Hope can get you through the worst of times.
Believe me, I know. When I first escaped, I had no idea what to do with myself. I was so lost, so scared. But I heard rumors of Chase and what she was doing, that she was bringing people to a safe place. A place just for us. And now here I am, for all it's worth.
So now you're here. What comes next?
I don't know. I really don't. I've just got to keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
Yeah. That sounds like a good evaluation of the situation. Better here than dead.
Did you need something?
Yeah, wait a minute.
So, what's your story?
I used to work for the Institute, returning synths that had escaped.
Precisely.
I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. He convinced me of the truth and the error of my ways.
I have a slight cold, so my nose is a bit acting up a bit, so it feels like I will be sneezing soon enough, but perhaps not. Okay, so where does this lead us?
Did you need something?
No, I'm just looking for...
New guy, right?
Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
Well, speaking of that, I'm thirsty and hungry.
Huh? I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
It's a tough world. For everyone, not just synths.
I'm not saying it isn't. Just, most folks don't want to kill you simply because you exist. I'll see you around, okay?
I've just got to keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
Oh, look, a mattress we can sleep on. But I would actually like to find Kazumi. She's probably yet another floor down, I guess.
I'm gonna run some diagnostics while you tinker.
You wanna buy something or what?
Do you wanna buy air? So you are selling.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
It's smaller than I'd like it to be. But then, we don't exactly have the numbers to fill someplace larger. Makes it easier to defend anyway. Forget it. Did you want something or not?
Let's see what you have.
All right. Yeah. Take a look.
Yeah. Seems a bit... well, not weird necessarily, but cautious. Old, reliable. Shoots an additional projectile. Ooh. Oh, that's something. But the nocturnal one seems quite fun, anyhow. Radium rifles, yeah, that's true. That's the name of them. That take 45 ammo. They are quite interesting, but useless against certain types of foes. Sergeant Ash. He had plenty of weapons at least. And a walking cane. Was a bit more well stocked than the other guy there. Cog. So that's good to know.
Hey.
You want to buy something or what?
Nah. Yeah. You can steal something instead. I didn't even need to steal it. It was actually free for the taking. Oh, look.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me.
You left without telling your folks why. You must have known they'd be worried.
Look, my mom and dad... I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Do you have any proof that you're actually a synth?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid. Not to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
Kasumi, I think you're just confused. Everyone has doubts about who they are sometimes. It's part of life.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's why you came after me. What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island. Something way more important than just one lost girl.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay, where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
We should get to the bottom of this. If Dima is putting on an act, we need to know.
You don't trust Dima? After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
Yeah.
Eavesdropping on the next meeting sounds like our best bet. I'll see if I can find a way inside that room.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you found anything.
From one case to a new one. It's never easy for us, is it?
No, apparently not. I was just going to do some talking, I thought, but no.
So long as you're
apparently not. Apparently not.
I swear someone has the key to that storage room. Maybe Cobb? He's always moving supplies around as they come in.
Yeah, that's true. Good hint there. And what storage room are we actually talking about, by the way? Tell them.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
I should perhaps... What? Is it this storage room? Yeah, seems to be. Okay. I don't even have my safe crackers leather armor, but it should work, I guess. Almost. Okay. Here then. There we go.
Got it.
Still haven't saved, and I'm probably peckish and parched. No, okay, that's okay. Tired, we should sleep soon enough. Interesting, interesting.
We need to accomplish this without bloodshed. Far Harbor and the Children of Adam have a right to exist on this island, the same as us.
They're going to kill each other, Dima. There's no stopping it. We need to pick a side now.
Haven't we already picked a side? Building the fog condensers around Far Harbor wasn't exactly a neutral act.
We couldn't stand by and let the people of this island die to the fog.
Just like you couldn't just leave the Cult of Adam without a home? Giving them the submarine base was a mistake. The nucleus, as they're calling it, is basically one big fortified position.
Far Harbor had cast them out. They have strange beliefs, but they have always accepted us for what we are. and Confessor Martin was a friend.
Well, the new Confessor isn't. High Confessor Tectus is an unstable megalomaniac, and he's gonna keep threatening us as long as we're helping Far Harbor.
Guys, can we talk about the elephant in the room? We keep dancing around it.
My old memory banks in the submarine base.
I can't believe you never told me about those. I have to wait until they become a security risk.
I know how it looks in hindsight, but at the time, it was an act of trust. I was honestly more worried they'd accidentally trip the pre-war security and get hurt, giving the children my old home, allowing them to safeguard my old memories. I thought our people would be working together.
Just how secure are the banks? How long do we have? And what's in them?
I've gone over this before, Chase. I don't know what's in them. That's how it works. It's as close to forgetting something as I have. But I've run some projections of worst-case scenarios. If we do nothing and the wrong knowledge falls in the wrong hands...
So send me over there. I'll be in and out in a day.
We can't risk it. They know you're from Acadia. If you're caught, or even seen, then it's war.
We should at least prepare her to go in. We're running out of options. I say we tell her how to crack into the memory banks.
You've been working on this without me?
It came up in a private moment, Chase. But yes, we've been writing a program that will let you access and download my memories. It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
I'm finishing up some tweaks to the program right now. I'll leave a copy of it for you on my desk when I'm done.
Get the program, use it to break into the memory banks. Got it.
Hopefully you won't have to. We'll keep monitoring the situation. I only want you going in if we have no other choice.
How about Nick then?
He's got his fingers everywhere on this island. And whatever's in his memories isn't something we can wait for someone else to find. Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a second? Gotta run a diagnostic. Whew. Thanks. What'd I miss? Psst. Do something for you?
Hey, Valentine.
What? Oh, sorry. Just got my head full of what Dima was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. What do you think he is, really? Family?
Before I answer, are you okay?
I'll keep. Don't worry. I just need to figure this all out.
It's hard to deny it, Nick. The similarities are pretty obvious.
I spent a long time wondering if the Institute had made any other prototypes. If I was just a failure, or they gave up, or just plain got bored. I always thought I was just more of their discarded trash. I never thought of the possibility that someone wanted me.
I need to eat and drink and sleep.
Help me escape.
That's
gotta be some kind of proof out there. What really happened between me and Dima? I'd appreciate it if we could keep an eye out.
Of course, Nick. We'll find something.
Thanks. I know we don't have much to go on. Just keep me in mind if you find something that might give us some answers.
Yep. Sure. Oh, look, purified water.
Anything I can lug for you?
Carrying too much crap. We might as well drink one of them. And eat something. Crisps. steak. Still hungry. That's harsh. Oh, I'm properly fed. Parched. Tired. Yeah, should get some sleep. And conveniently enough, we did have some sleeping opportunities nearby, didn't we? You just walk in and start tapping away.
If it isn't my favorite...
Okay. Limits of what demons' internal power source can safely accommodate. Risks overworking himself. Okay, past projects.
Former icicle.
Yeah, former icicle. Unlock master. Unlock master. Okay, well, we are in the finding out business, so... Condensed fog. Oh, what do you know? That's probably nothing good. Ah, it was close at least. There we go.
Nice.
Nice. Ooh. Ooh. This is where you kept all the nice stuff. Apparently. Although, as usual, I'm over-encumbered. Almost. Shotgun shells, blah blah blah. Fusion cells, 44s. Blah blah blah. Fusion cores, plasma cartridge, 10mm ammo. I don't remember how many 10mm I have, but it's probably enough. Yep. Certainly enough. Now I'm over encumbered again. Because what? I'm overtired. Oh, that's true. Yeah, find somewhere to sleep. Close the door. Do I have to go up a floor? Or... Oh, here we have a bed. Yay. Well, a mattress at least. Well, sleep on it. 3 in the afternoon. Okay, we can sleep. I work better in the evening anyhow. Since I'm a night person. Oh, that's true. No more than 6 hours. 5 hours. And what did they say? Completed help defend the slog. Oh, okay, I wasn't sure. Completed means it worked out well, I think. Otherwise I think they say it failed. I'm not sure. Yule's lockbox. Okay. Well, I will wrap it up here for today. Now we are back on...
Katie is far away enough from the Institute that we don't have
back on track, and we have plenty of things to do. Surprise, surprise. It was like opening up a can of worms. Getting to Acadia. I'm not surprised by it. It was to be expected, we can say. By the way, what did they actually want us to do? I'm still tired. Oh, that's not good. But that was a save at least, so we should see. Talk to Brooks. Yeah, okay. That, retrieve the storage drives. Was that from the Southwest Harbor? Is that from the submarine base? Is that the same place? Perhaps. Might be. Sounded suspicious, if we put it that way. Sounded like it could be in that way. So, okay, we also have National Park Campground. I might go back there, clear that out, and go back to town to talk to Brooks. And it was like there was optional help, Captain Aim. Oh, okay, yeah, a lot of these kinds of stuff. Lots of new quests, yes, precisely, as usual. But okay, we ran over here in a short bit, so it wasn't that far, but it was certainly foggy and stuff. Problematic in that way. Now we don't have Longfellow with us. Nick is still interesting to have here because, well, he has a quest of his own in a way here, it seems. So I will stay with him for a while at least, while working with Acadia stuff. By the way, where do we have Faraday's? Faraday have his computer in here? No, it was one floor up, that's true. Yeah, I know, I will start a save anyhow from earlier. I just want to check out. There is his Faraday's program. Okay.
Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
But yeah, I will wrap it up here for today, since I also have a bit of a cold that bothers me. My sinuses, more precisely. Yeah, this works well, doesn't it? Yep, it certainly does. Just testing. So, wrap it up for today. Tomorrow, I just need to think. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll get on with what we should see. Yeah, well, with a lot of this stuff, essentially. Help the sins of Acadia. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll work with both the data recovery and the arrival, probably. We should see if we... I will think about talking to Dima, perhaps. But we'll go back to Brooks anyhow, in Far Harbor, so we will pass by the feral ghouls in national. What do you call it? National Park campgrounds. Try to eliminate feral ghouls there. And talk to Brooks and see if we can help to find that synth that has gone missing, and perhaps nip over to Longfellow's cabin. Oh, we need to swim over, or no, there seems to be a stretch of land there. Okay. Mostly land, at least. Nip over to Longfellow. I will not switch out Nick yet, though, because he and Dima seem to have some story going on here, so that might be interesting to dig into. But Longfellow is more my kind of guy, it seems. So we will work the island eventually, at least. Heavily make soup of everything we come across. But that's it for today. I will clear the campground and talk with Brooks tomorrow and see where that gets us. Data recovery, we'll leave that for the moment. We go back north again and kind of familiarize ourselves with this area closest to Far Harbor to begin with. Probably check out Cliff's Edge as well, hotel, to establish some kind of footing, so to say, in this northeastern area. Familiarize ourselves instead of running around. After all, we are on survival mode, so we need to eat and drink and not get a lot of radiation all the time. And if we do get radiation damage, make sure to get rid of it. For example, now I mean I do have some. Where do we see that? It's hard to see here actually. How much radiation damage we have. It's easier to see there, yeah, precisely. Well, essentially I have done 66 in radiation damage. So yeah, that's more than 10%. So perhaps visit the doctor tomorrow as well. But I might do that, well, we'll see how it goes. I might do that when we get back to Far Harbor instead of, well, on the other hand it's cheap, so I might as well do it before we head out from here as well. But that's for tomorrow. That's the plan. We'll see how far we get. We might die a couple of times, who knows. Ghouls might be more trouble than we are used to. I do have my nocturnal powerful lever action rifle. Yeah, that looks like a badass rifle, yeah, precisely. And by the way, I also have my Reba 2, which is good against Mirelurks and bugs, but I'm not sure if the people here, the creatures here, they are probably not Mirelurks nor bugs, any of them, so that's a problem. So we will see about that. But I also have my 45 combat sniper rifle that pushes a lot of bullets into the air compared to the two other ones. by the way, we should see how much damage do. What time is it now? It's 10 PM, okay. So it's almost the same as earlier, so that one does 128, yeah. Still
You want to buy something or what?
No, I want to go to sleep.
So, what's your story?
I don't like talking about it. I made it to Acadia. That's what matters. Now that I'm here, I'm going to make sure nothing happens to it.
Okay. Sidetracked. So, signing off for today. Now I will actually sign off. Thank you for being with me. We should... I will be back tomorrow and with more Fallout stuff. Hockey season is a bit on a hold since I'm injured essentially, but we'll see. I will perhaps do some goaltending stuff in the meanwhile. But now I'm kind of hooked in Fallout land, so that's dangerous. And now I'm also in a new story that I never played before, so that's interesting. So tune in some other time if you want to. See you later. Bye bye.